So when we multiply, just a quick review based on the warm-up that we just did. When we multiply powers with the same base, what did we do? Thank you. We added them, right? So if we had something like x to the power of 3 times x to the power of 2, our answer is x to the power of 5, right? So today we're going to be working with division. So brainstorm that. If division is the opposite of multiplication, what do you think we're going to be doing today when we divide powers with the same base?
Wait, what did you put in that circle?
This is my division sign, just like this is a multiplication, so I didn't have to write out the word. If we divide powers with the same base, what do you think we're going to do? Anyone? We're going to subtract. Okay? Hey, how you doing? Can you see that okay? Yes. Sorry, I know I have pencil, which is not helpful, so let me know if you can't see. Okay, so I'm going to start with like a model, right? Let's say we have 3 to the 3rd over 3 to the 5th. If I was to show you, right, to model what this means, on the top there should be 3 3s, right? And on the bottom, how many 3s would there be? There should be 5. Okay? Does that make sense to everyone? And when we're dividing, right, if you have the same thing over each other, you can cancel those. Remember back in 6th grade where we learned that skill, like 2 goes into 4 however many times, and you'd like cancel it down? So 3 over 3, that's equal to 1. This is a 1, right? 3 divided by 3 again is 1. 3 divided by 3 again is 1. And we're left with 2 3s on the bottom, right? So this could look like 1, because these are still 1s on the top. There's not, you can't have nothing, right? There's a 1 there. And then over 9. Today, instead of multiplying it, I won't necessarily mark this wrong, but today we're going to try to leave them as powers. So because there's 2 3s on the bottom, we're going to leave it as 3 to the 2nd power on the bottom. I hope that by the time we take a quiz or anything on this, you'll be well practiced. So you wouldn't get the whole thing wrong. I might take like a half a point off. Like, remember, and I would try to put it in the directions as well, like use powers, use exponents.
So would you rather us do the exponents on the bottom?
I would for right now. Okay? Okay. Any questions on that? Great. Let's do the same thing again. 3 to the 3rd over 3 to the 5th. Remember, I'm going to jump up here. Remember when we first did this on the very first day, when I wrote the problem x to the 3rd times x to the 2nd, I wrote x and then in parentheses up here, 3 plus 2. I combined the two things right there. Do you remember that? That was work that like we don't have to show, but that was like the steps. So if I'm going to be subtracting, right, because with division, we're going to be subtracting, your numbers will go to the biggest side. So since I have a 3 on the top and a 5 on the bottom would be 3, 5 minus 3, and the top turns into 1 because it moved down below the division sign. And when I complete this, I would just have 3 to the second power. Same answer as I got before without showing the division, without showing the canceling. We're going to do several more so that this starts to make sense. Yes?
So would there always be a column on top?
Yeah, you know, if it's on the bottom, we just don't write it. Let's do one like that, okay? Let's say we have m to the 12th over m to the 5th. This time the biggest number is in the numerator. It's on the top. So if I was to write this, this is going to go up, right, for subtracting. So I'm going to have m to the 12th minus 5. And I could still put it over 1, but we don't need to put things over 1. 12 minus 5 is m to the? What's 12 minus 5? 7. M to the 7th. If I'm not sure, if this is not making sense, today it is definitely okay to show me through a model. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 M's on the top. On the bottom, I have 5. In 8th grade, I often have lazy students who don't want to write an M 12 times. But you will not get it wrong if you do it this way. I mean, there's no way to mess this up. You only cancel out the ones that have a top and a bottom, and then you leave what's left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. M to the 7th. Okay? Oh, gosh. Falling apart over here. Okay. Yes, Kaya.
On the for the M one, why don't you put it over 1?
You can. It wouldn't be wrong.
Okay.
It's just that when we have 1 as a denominator, it tends to be dropped.
Okay.
We just don't write it. Just like we don't really put a 1 like in front of every x. It's kind of understood. Okay. I'm going to have you guys try a couple. Take out your whiteboards.